Legend Total War here, and today we've got a little bit of a weird situation. This here is a saving your disaster battle, not a rating your Doomstack. We've already covered a Cultist of Khorne Doomstack, and this is a Cultist of Khorne Doomstack. He's got 19 Cultists of Khorne. They're all very high level. They're all immortal, but he said here that he can't win this battle. So, I'll go in and I'll see if I can save it without losing any of his Cultists, because obviously getting them wounded for a couple of turns is not ideal. But yeah, he said that he got lazy, didn't auto-resolve, they got smashed, and now he can't seem to win this battle here. I think the problem is that these heroes come in and basically snipe his heroes. We just need to prevent that from happening. Let's jump in and see what we can do. So the balance of power should be quite significantly out of our favor, but we have a lot of summons, so we need to make use of that. It's just a matter of using the summons effectively, because if we just blow our load right at the start, well then that's not going to be very good. Scarbrand's able to regenerate, and I did see that I think one of these guys have a potion of healing. But, you know, we don't have a Nurgle caster able to just use Fleshy Abundance on us. That would be really good, but that's not what we've got. Top priority needs to be getting rid of their fast units first. Once we do that, yeah, look, they're all like level 50. The balance of power's not in our favor, and that's without the Kislev army coming in. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Now I reckon this here would be a really good place to fight, because I reckon they'll bunch up due to the cliff here. Stuff them around. We've also got these summons. So a part of me looks at this and thinks, is this really a disaster battle? But on the other hand, you know, people send in disaster battles all the time that I'm like, yeah, how is this a disaster battle? And then I find I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, it's hard. So, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe this guy just doesn't know how to use this army. We'll see. But whatever the case is, we're saving your disaster Doomstack. So they're just going to sit there and wait for their reinforcements to come in. I would rather harass them now, before they come in, and just get a few summons down. Now we want to get Scarbrand in the fight, but not anywhere near enemy missile units. So what we want to do here, just get a couple of summons down. That's it. Not too much. Just enough to get their interest, that's all.
Servant of the Murder Lord, he signals, I obey. Power of the wolf.
Now, I don't expect these first summons here to really do a whole lot, because they're probably going to get shot to shit, but that's okay. We've got plenty of summons. The whole point of this here is to annoy them. And to try to bring them over to here and get them to blob up. That being said, I don't have any like anti-blob techniques. So, yeah, they're getting a little bit of damage in. Just a little bit. Okay, here come the Kislevites. But what's happening here is they're blowing their load on kind of unimportant units really quickly. And we're preserving a lot of our power until they're tired. Because these summons only last for a minute anyway. The fact that they're getting shot to shit, that doesn't matter. Back a little bit. Don't use the bloodthirsters just yet. Oh yeah, that's bad. That bounce power is really bad. Holy crap. Okay. Can you guys take him out? Do we have... I don't think we've got great items. Oh, here's some. Okay. And while that's going on, keep them back. This is why I wanted to use this terrain here, so that they're not flanking us. Good, killed him. I don't think he did anything to us. Where's the one? There he is. I was going to say, where's the one with the potion of healing? No, don't send in a bloodthirster just yet. And we're just casting a summon, moving back a little bit, casting a summon, moving back a bit, and you can see their forces are starting to get fairly tired. And our guys, while they're not necessarily doing a lot of damage, we're wearing them down. That's going to be a problem over there. Now what I want to save these ones here for to go for the missile units around the back of them. Alright, let's go over here and sort this out since they seem fairly vulnerable and they're trying to flank us. Well, that should keep them busy for a bit. But since there's trees over here, that'll block some of the shots. Again, we just want to rely on using the summons. We don't want any of our cultists getting killed. I definitely want Scarbrand to fight in melee, but not while there's loads of missile units potentially shooting at him. Because he is very vulnerable to that sort of thing. How much wood save do we have on him? Okay.
Bring me sacrifices! Over here! The Axe-Father's blessing!
So yeah, you know, they're getting some kills in. Okay, that's a good opportunity, I think, there to get Scarbrand in.
It begins! Cultist of the Blood God! I serve the Axe-Father! Power of the wolf!
This is just primarily to give Scarbrand regen. Over here.
I go! Maneuvering!
Just get him in there so we can have some fun.
Blood, wolf, and axe! Maneuvering! The Axe-Father's blessing! Cultist of
See, yeah, see how they're focusing on him? But at least they're firing from within trees here. Some of the shots are getting blocked. Not a lot of them. But some of them are. Oh, that guy doesn't have it. Right. Right. This might be a bit of a risk, but I want to come around the back here. Scarbrand seems okay. He's getting shot at, but I think he's still regenerating.
Moving, spreading slaughter. Bloodfather, guide me. Stop without mercy. I go forward. I go. He signals.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay at the moment.
Cultist of the Blood God. Ritual of blood. Moving.
Okay, a lot of missile units coming up this way, but they should be pretty blobbed up.
Cultist of the Blood God.
Like I said, we really don't want to just blow our load right at the start. We need to make sure that our bloodletters do the absolute most that they can.
Blood, wolf,
And if you throw them all at once, they'll all only last a minute.
maneuvering.
Which isn't very good. Yeah, he regenerated a lot of health.
Bring me sacrifices! Following the wolf's signal. Strength through
Okay, that's it. Keep moving.
I serve the Axe-Father!
As long as our bloodletters are in melee, that's the main thing. I don't care if they're getting shot, as long as they're in melee. The more of the missile units that we can kill, the better, because that just means the few arrows or bullets are being shot. We'll fight him, just let him get a bit of distance away first.
The wolf's signal! Insufficient slaughter here. Seek out slaughter. Axe-Father's blessing. Power of the wolf!
Get away, get away.
Cultist of the Blood God! My savage reward!
That's it. Alright, I think the balance of power is pushed a little bit towards us. We just got to be really cautious here. This guy here's got the most amount of health. And as we sort of run around them, they're blobbing up, making them less effective.
So be it. It is done. I march. Strength through sacrifice. Over here.
That's it. Chucking a thing right in the middle there could actually be a bad idea, so I'm going to put it around the back here. But let's swing around the back here and get at them. Just keep using this terrain here to make them use bad formations. That's it. Well, this is going pretty well. Main thing here is just not to YOLO in. Okay, Scarbrand. No, I don't think you should go in yet. There's too many missile units. Not yet. Not yet. He definitely recovered about 2,000 health while fighting them, which seemed a lot. He must have, like, something else that's providing him regen. Don't have really time to look at it right now. So he's got Gore Feast. Yeah. And he's got Strength from Flesh. Right, that's what's giving him all that health. Right. So that means he'll regenerate probably faster than he'll take damage while being shot, but he'll still take loads of damage being shot, so he'll go through his max regen really quickly, so he still shouldn't do it. What's his missile resistance like? Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. We've got a really good thing here because we're actually fighting downhill, giving us a small advantage. And, yeah, might as well. Yeah, look how quickly he's regenerating. Just fighting a bunch of Empire Knights.
Power of the wolf. Strength of skulls. Yes.
Okay, you can probably benefit greatly from having a Bloodletter around there soaking up some of this damage coming in. Or even a Bloodthirster helping him out. Torment Blade's good. Bouncer Power's looking pretty good. Yeah, he's recovering, and we're taking out important characters here.
Blood, wolf, and axe. Cultist of the Blood God, servant of the Murder Lord. Cultist of the Blood God, I go forth. I go.
So the guys were coming at us here a little bit. Gotta keep the cultists alive. Alright. Okay, once again, let's go back around this way. Just get them to keep moving around here. See how stupid that formation is? It's really bad. Just send this Bloodthirster in to die, because it's about to expire anyway.
Bloodfather, guide me. Power of the wolf.
Cool, an additional Bloodletter there. Why not?
The wolf signal. The wolf asks, slaughtering.
Yeah, kill him.
Moving. Cultist of the Blood God, I march. My savage reward. Over here. Strength.
Gotta wait until something's finished casting before you use any of the other abilities. Yeah, they really tried to make it that high micro is kind of punished in Warhammer. They did that fairly recently in a relatively recent Warhammer 2 patch. Because you used to just be able to have all of your abilities active all at once. Just go bang, bang, bang. Just click them all down. Summon all at once. Can't do that anymore.
He signals, I obey. Blood, wolf, and axe.
Okay, so Scarbrand's in pretty good shape now. He's definitely in better shape than he was when we first started the battle. But he can lose that health pretty quickly because there's a lot of dangerous missile units in here. Bouncer Power was looking pretty good. Let's try to focus on getting an early army losses on them by preserving our bouncer power. Because we still got heaps of summons, and they just don't count that much towards the bouncer power. That's it. Why not? In fact, things are going so well, I think I can justify popping down a few more blood letters at a time now. And maybe popping this down. And maybe some bloodthirsters, because it seems like we might even inflict the army losses without needing the bloodthirsters at all. But this could also be good units to soak up some of their ammo, because they'll try to aim for them. Which doesn't matter at all, because they only last a minute. Okay, I feel like I need to be way less sparing with this stuff now. Bouncer power's pushing. That's another thing as well. Now that we've dished out a lot of damage to them, if we just summon a lot of units, it's going to push the bouncer power in our favor, maybe causing the army losses just because of temporary bouncer power that we're gaining. However, we need to have already dished out enough damage to trigger the army losses, which is roughly 78% of their initial bouncer power. Which I think we're getting pretty close to, because I think we've killed both generals at this point. However, if this doesn't work, it doesn't cause the army losses, then we're using a lot of summons for not much. Because you've got situations where there's just not as many of them in combat here. But I think we're comfortable enough with it. We should be fine. That's it.
Power of the wolf. Power of the wolf. Strength through sacrifice.
Doesn't really matter about lowering their melee attack, because it doesn't matter how much damage these summons take. They die to time more so than the damage from the enemies.
Bloodfather, guide me.
Yeah, this is a really good Doomstack.
I serve the Axe-Father, my savage reward. It begins. Ritual of blood. Ritual of blood.
We've also got his fire breath attack. Guess we could use that. I usually just don't use it. Okay, I think one of the army losses has been triggered. That's on the Talabaklan forces, but we still need to do it to the Kislevites. That's why I don't want to do it, because they're shooting at me. But then again, we've recovered a fair bit of our health, so yeah, whatever. Let's get over with. Probably gonna hit. He just burped fire. That's all he did. All right, just forget it.
Cultist of the Blood God, the Axe-Father's blessing. Insufficient slaughter here. Maneuvering, blood, wolf, and axe. Power of the wolf.
Bouncer power's looking good. We just got to get rid of the Kislevites, which shouldn't be that much more. I mean, we did kill their lord. And they've been using up a lot of their ammo, so they should be very close to their army losses. But yeah, you know, I don't really see this as being that difficult of a battle. I think the guy was just being reckless. I mean, we didn't lose any of them. It wasn't difficult. But you know, that's sometimes the way it is. Sometimes people just... You give people a really good tool, they just don't know how to use it. And there was the army losses. Cool. Right, you get in there, get the last of your regen. They couldn't possibly do anything to you. Now they're all tied down. And there we go. We actually end up stronger, I think, going into it than we did, well, going out of it than we did going into it. Apart from whatever few arrows hit those other guys. But yeah, you could essentially just wave after wave of enemies come at you, and as long as you're relatively cautious about it, if you just get the summons after every battle, they really can't do much. We could have probably handled another army. So yeah, if this guy was sending it in as a disaster battle, which he definitely did, that only tells me that he's being way too reckless, which is very much a trait of Khorne. But all you had to do was just use the summons, just not all at once. You gonna get attacked again? Nah, you're good.
Khorne's gaze is not upon us.
So yeah, that's the biggest downside of those particular Doomstacks is the inability to heal. But that's just the problem with Khorne. Alright, what should you get here? Neither of those are particularly good, but just go with that one. And your campaign seems to be going pretty well, I guess. You could do a lot better than this with Khorne, but his campaign is pretty healthy, I guess. I mean, they're at 3 souls, whatever. Yeah, at least you're starting to smash down on Kislev now. Yeah, maybe just don't be so reckless next time. Oh, you still got, yeah, you get loads of regen because you're in well, just you always get regeneration even in enemy territory. Alright, cool. Well, that's the end of that one there. So if that was like a secondary, rate the Doomstack, stand by whatever rating I gave it, which I'm pretty sure was like 10 out of 10. That army just performs fantastically well. You just got to know how to use it. Scarbrand's super strong, and those summons are really good. Took out 2 full stacks without really running out of summons. Anyway, that's the end of this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Appreciate you, and I'll see you next time, fuckers. Bye.